it happened. I kept the indoor decor budget. That means it's time for a house tour, and I will walk you through the house and yap about it for a little while. The theme I was going for was a cozy cottage for a night elf druid, and I think I did a pretty good job at achieving that. As you can see, I kept the entrance fairly simple, but the rest of the house, well, not so much. Here's the main living space, and I tried to keep it a little bit festive and fun since it's Christmas season right now. I added some food and chairs and a cozy little fireplace, and the idea was just that I would have a place for my guildies to come over and celebrate Christmas a little bit. You know, if they were ever online. They made me the HOA president, so, you know, I'm in charge of all of these sort of event things in our guild now regarding housing. And once endeavors come to the game in midnight, I'm going to be in charge of those as well. So since I am the HOA Karen, it is fine for me to mock them about not working on their houses or not coming over for Christmas. Anyway, back to the build. I think this corner is one of my least favorites actually. I had so many plans for it, but unfortunately the cap came in the way and I could not really finish it the way I wanted. But I am fairly happy with the rest of the bedroom. This is one of my favorite corners in the house. It has this cute little bookshelf and a desk with quite a lot of detail actually. I put some time into that. I put some trinkets on the shelves. And here we got a little wardrobe, a little custom planter thing I made, and my bear suit and my antlers. Since my travel form does not have antlers, I just added them to the shelf. Now the bear skin just kind of hanging there might sound alarming at first or look alarming, but I can explain. Just try to think of it kind of like a onesie. I like to swap out my skin sometimes. In all honesty, my guildie bought that for me. He gave it to me, just bought it from the auction house and came to trade me a bear skin, and considering I'm a druid main, it's kind of funny. This corner with the bed is one of my favorites. Apparently one of my guildies actually spent the night there, sent me a screenshot, and in the morning when I logged on said that it was a very good night's sleep. Don't worry, I already burnt the sheets. This corner has a little bed for my dog. I added a little water bowl and some toys around the bed and in a little basket or crate next to it. And here's the little window setup as well. I actually put some lamps inside there, the ones I used in the tree, the Mechagon ones, and they are making those like god rays come through the windows. And here's my little kitchen area with a bar and another table. I tried to make this more into like a herbalist corner than a kitchen maybe. People have been so clever with their kitchen setups, making real looking ovens and such things, but since I'm a night elf and a druid, I feel like that sort of modern technology and whatever don't really fit the aesthetics I'm going for. So I tried to keep it fairly simple and more like an herbalist corner where I'm just crafting potions and sort of remedies. My favorite part is the berry thing boiling on the stove top. And on the other side we have this, you saw nothing. There was nothing there on the wall. Moving on, this is like my second most hated corner. I do not like it that much, but I do like the bar area. But honestly, I feel like the only perk of ever coming into this room is just to walk out of it. I really love how the house looks from this point of view or this angle. I think it's so cozy looking. It's exactly as I wanted it. It's really a shame that there's not that many wallpapers to choose from. I spent ages trying to choose between this bright stone wall thing or just going with the Belmeth one, but in the end I felt like it was just too much wood. But I'm pretty happy with this one. Now this is where things went a bit downhill for me. Originally I was planning to build a greenhouse here, but then I decided to go with a cave, and then I ran out of decor budget. So this room ended up just being a tiny little corner with a tiny little pond and sitting areas. There's this one and then one here on top of the pillow. I do think it's pretty cute, but I wish I had been able to actually make a proper cave out of this room. Then again, it was my choice to also build a massive tree that used a bunch of bushes and a lot of decor budget. When I deleted it, I think I got 999 back actually. So yeah. And here we have my bathroom. I tried to make it look like there's a medicine cabinet, some makeup and such things next to the sink, and then there's towels. The towels are just carpets and it's a weapon rack. And then a bathtub, and then I made sort of like a houseplant looking thing into the basket. And then finally a toilet. I did not bother with putting any like water looking item inside of it, so I pretended it's just a lid on top of it so that the gnomes don't fall down. Sorry to all the gnome enjoyers. But yeah, here's a little close-up of the sink area. I think it's really cute. And here we have one of my custom trees. This was the first one that I made. yeah, I put some lanterns up there. I tried to make this look like sort of an outdoor area. I wanted to do so much more with the rooms around here, but unfortunately the cap was just getting in the way. It was really annoying. And yeah, I do know that the big boy tree is the one to blame for it, but yeah, I really wanted to make this into like a really nice night elven area, but maybe at some point I will redo it. But yeah, that was my house, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing it. I think next I'm going to be building actually a pirate ship. See you then.